Hey everybody, it's Blazy903. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and smash that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing what kind of offer you receive after you allow the initial CarMax offer to expire. Now I know I'm not the first person that this happens to, because life simply gets in the way sometimes and 7 days can go by rather quickly. But I will say that I was worried, as many people would be if they were in my situation, that the offer was going to go down. So based on my calculations, this vehicle is depreciating at a rate of $1,000 a month. And maybe 6 months from now, it would go down to maybe $750 a month depreciation. Now, I'm not known to just sit around and wait for the bus to come hit me. I'm going to bob and weave and I'm going to do something. So my interest and my goal was to sell the vehicle. So I was trying different means. And one of the companies I reached out to get a quote from was Carvana. And let me tell you, if you have not interacted with Carvana, I will tell you, don't waste your time. That company is a complete and utter joke. They were completely confused with the fact that I have aftermarket parts on this vehicle. And the aftermarket parts that I have on the vehicle are simply a stage 2 front end splitter and stage 2 winglets. So they wanted a detailed description. They wanted pictures. I mean, I even sent them a video, for goodness sake, which they were still confused with. So after everything was said and done, Carvana never did send me that appraisal offer. I am finally home. Here is the window sticker for the 2019 Grand Sport. With an original MSRP of $77,360. If you're interested in finding out how much I actually paid for the vehicle, I'll leave a link in the description below with the video that I made disclosing that information. So, some history here. I went to CarMax on June 29th, 2019 to get the appraisal offer you see here. At the time, the vehicle had mileage of 8,355. Now, I had 7 days, as everyone knows, to bring the car back and sell it to them to accept this appraisal offer. However, my life can sometimes be complicated, and let's just say life got in the way and I was unable to make it within that 7-day window. So once July 6th came and went, this offer was null and void. And I was warned, because they have to let you know that if you bring the vehicle back after the appraisal offer period has expired, the appraisal offer dollar amount can change. So that brings us over to the present time here, which is July 13th, 2019, with a new mileage of 8,735. or an increased mileage of 380 miles compared to this quote. So, funny story, the sales associate or my CarMax contact is Cameron Neal. If you saw my original video where I took this same car to CarMax when I had it for 1 month of ownership and about 1,300 miles, it was Cameron that took care of me way back when. And bringing things to full circle, I had Tyler Moore in the middle, which I had full intentions of selling it back to him as my contact. I even texted him before I went down to CarMax, but he was unavailable when I was ready to come down. So oddly enough, full circle came back to Cameron. So without further ado, this is what they offered me when I originally went. $53,000 on June 29th with 8,355 miles on it. So then, after stressing and worrying if the appraisal offer was going to change, because it can, I finally was able to go back. Everything was the same. All the conditions assessed, the features considered, everything was identical. And the offer was also identical. So I do consider myself lucky that the offer didn't change. I am grateful to CarMax, to both Tyler Moore and to Cameron, for being amazing at what they do, no pressure approach, for working with me and for understanding the delays and for getting me in and out the door within 15 minutes. They even gave me an Uber ride back home, which was again 40 minutes or about 40 miles over here in Northeast Texas. So again, very grateful to them both. I'm thankful to CarMax because although I had the vehicle posted online on different websites, I did get a lot of interest for this vehicle, there was, I think, more interest in test driving the car than there was to actually buy it. Because once I started asking questions about their financing, cash on hand, you know, they muddled around and they couldn't give me a straight answer. So I'm not about giving people joy rides just for the heck of it. I'm actually trying to sell the car. So again, because I value my time and I don't have much free time to begin with, I went ahead and did the easiest thing possible, went to CarMax, and I might have gotten a little bit more if I went private sale, but my math stated that every month I was going to lose about $1,000. And again, with all the people that I was interacting with, I just didn't feel that those persons that were reaching out to me were serious buyers and had the cash on hand, and it was more about the joyride. And I just don't have time for that. So went to CarMax, like I said, 15 minutes, in and out the door, done. I did sell the vehicle to CarMax. For those that have sold vehicles to CarMax in the past, you will know that you'll get the appraisal offer in a full color sheet. However, when you sell it to CarMax, they give you a copy of that full color sheet and they keep the colored copy. So if you saw this in the beginning of the video and you have experience with CarMax, you knew right away that I sold it to them. But this vehicle gave me so many wonderful memories. It was 8 months of ownership, and I have to say that this car goes down as one of the best cars I've ever owned. I just don't keep my cars that long, and it's a hobby, if you will, or a problem. You know, it depends on how you look at it. In any event, don't have any regrets for owning this vehicle because it was truly flawless. It brought a lot of smiles to me. I was able to experience the community, the ride, the speed, the attention, you name it. I enjoyed it. For me, 8 months was enough. So it's time to move on to the next big thing and start exploring that new chapter in my life. So future videos to come disclosing what direction I'm going to move in. And with that said, till the next one, drive safely.